proud and honored trustee of Teamsters Local 2024. So listen, I didn't write a long speech because some of you have seen me on Facebook Live and you know I could ramble. So what I want to do is, number one, thank you all for being here. I want to thank our sisters and brothers from various Teamster locals throughout Michigan. I want to thank any elected leaders that are in the audience. I want to thank any guests and family for being here today. This is what being a union is about. You know, family. Why are we here? Why do we want better benefits? Why do we want better wages? This is what it's all about. So thank you all. Thank you all for being here. I want to also thank our stewards that are in this audience, our lead people, our point people, our committee people. Because one thing I want you to know about being in a union 30 years, that everybody might have something to say, but everybody doesn't step up. And right here in front of me is an example of stepping up. You all are an example of what we need more of at Local 2024. So I thank you for, number one, your tireless victory for the organizing campaign, but then for the last 7 months, dealing with me, bearing with the changes, doing what you had to do to create where we are today. So thank you all for what you've done, and God bless you all for what we're going to do. So I'm going to wrap this up at the end, so I'm going to just let you know something about what's coming up. On Tuesday, we begin negotiations. Amen. And let me tell you something, that this is not going to start off as other negotiations have that I've dealt with in the past, because normally it starts off, the gloves are on, you have a formal type of situation. What has occurred over the last 6-7 months, the gloves are off. We're not going in with a normal negotiation. We're going in with some economics regarding what was taken from us since January. We're going to talk about our committee people being paid for participating in our negotiation. We have some things to talk about before we present our draft proposal. So I want you all to know that they're going to hear from me, that I do see through their bullshit. They might put on their website, sorry kids, I'll keep it PG, I promise. I reminded myself this morning, no big words. So I will do my best, but I'll tell you this. The lead negotiator in February looked me in my face and said to me that we're going to negotiate in good faith, that we're going to do all these things, and then New York and Michigan ain't too different. Show me through your actions. Don't give me the bullshit. Don't give me the words and then attack us with the market increases, with the wages, with the bonuses, with the 403B attacks. They've shown, I want you all to know that they're not going to negotiate in good faith. Even though they created a new website that's going to update the members, we're going to counter that with the website with honesty. We're not going to go there just to attack Corewell. Our members are going to see honesty. I'm going to say to them, we think you are a bunch of snakes and you're lying and you're not going to negotiate in good faith. Prove us wrong. On Tuesday, prove us wrong. On day one, retroactively give us every economic benefit you denied us. That's what we want. The first thing we're going to discuss. Prove us wrong. You said on the email it was unlawful. You said in the email it can't be a unilateral change. You said in the email you can't get it because you're Teamsters. We have to wait till we're bargaining. Okay, Tuesday's bargaining. First thing we're giving you is now your promises about doing these economic increases retroactive to when you gave them. We want them. I'm going to tell you right now, maybe I'm wrong, I'm a betting man. They're going to deny us. And if they do deny us, check out Facebook Live Tuesday night, because I'm going to have a hell of a rant for all of you to see, because we need the other nurses to know that they're negotiating in bad faith. The only way we're getting a contract from this white-collar crime syndicate called Corewell is by forcing them to give us a contract. It ain't going to be done because they want to give it to us. They know what's happening in Grand Rapids. They know what's going on throughout the state and the country because of all you. They know that if they stop us, they stop everything. This is where it's hard for me not to curse, young people that are here. And, I'm going to say it right now. Maybe my close, I'll be a little more with adjectives. I'm going to say, You are not going to stop us. I'm telling you on behalf of the mouth of this local, one of many mouths of this local, that you're not. Fuck around and find out. That's what I want to say. Now, they did the first one, part of that sentence. I won't repeat it, so now they got to find out. So our job on Tuesday is to show them how they're going to find out. With that said, there's only one way we're getting this done. Not only with our membership, but with support of unions throughout Michigan, in particular the Teamsters Union. So I want to introduce somebody that I know the entire state of Michigan knows, and I know every elected official knows, I know every trade union knows, and is the leader out of Joint Council 43, the president of Local 299, Kevin Moore.
Good morning, good afternoon. Well, you guys all know me. I give Mike a lot of kudos for saying he's not going to curse. I'm not taking that bet. You all know me. But I just want to say that this is a culmination of things that happened from the very beginning, right? When you do a joint venture between the nurses at 9 hospitals, local unions in the state of Michigan, the Joint Council, the international partnership, believe me when Mike said this, this will be a point that is going to be watched across the nation with nurses. And you men and women stood up and did the first hard thing to get it done is organized. So we had 3 stages that we did, right? You guys with joint venture with the IBT, the joint councils, the local unions, and 9 hospitals from Corewell men and women never said no, right? And these son of a bitches across the street said it couldn't be done, right? And we told you just stay together. We got an army with the internationals, joint councils, local unions, and the hardest working men and women in the industry. They can't bullshit you, right? So that was stage 1. Said you couldn't organize, you did. Said you couldn't win the vote, you did. Well, the third and final stage is making sure that you stay together because it's going to be a fight, right? We need to all unify, stay together. Any other things that we need to fix or bickering and all that stuff, you're Teamsters now. Teamsters Local 2024. You're our house. And we've already... Yeah, who are we?
Teamsters!
Who are we?
Teamsters!
You're damn right we are. And it's showing the nation that you're a unified message from the international, local unions, joint council, and membership, that's how you win, right? We stay together, we fight together, and we will win together.
Woo!
So, we love each and every one of you. You are badass Teamsters already. I love the hell out of you. And you don't need to hear from me all day because we got a special guest, another guy that doesn't take a damn day off. And we asked, he said, absolutely. His partner, and I'll let him say about the general president, I'm sure he's out somewhere in the country doing exactly what our general secretary treasurer's doing, is standing here shoulder to shoulder, been with this group, and we're going to be successful. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to give a warm welcome for our general secretary treasurer, Fred Zucker.
Good morning, Teamsters.
Morning!
Come on, let them hear you out there. Good morning, Teamsters. Good morning, nurses. First, I bring greetings from our General President, and he wants to make sure that you know that we have got your backs throughout this entire fight. This is going to be a fight, and it's going to be a fight where when we stand together, we will win this fight. I want to thank Mike Smith for all the work that he's done. He's done an incredible job here. Everybody give him a big round. But Mike's not done yet. But he's got a strategy that he is going to win. And we are all going to win together, provided that we stick together. So thank you, Mike, for your leadership. All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You know, I want to tell a story. You know, I'm around nurses. I've got 2 nurses in my family. My daughter's been a nurse for 15 years. My daughter-in-law's been a nurse for 20 years. and I see what they go through. And it's one of the most selfless acts that you can do by being a nurse, because you put everything else in front of you and you kind of take a back seat to everything. Well, this is what I'm going to ask you to do today. Is during the period of negotiations, it's time to not take a back seat. You got to start thinking for yourselves. You got to protect what you want. You got to make sure that you are well. That way you can perform your job for Corewell and make sure that everybody else is taken care of. You got to take care of yourself first. What are we looking for? We want industry-leading wages, right? Do we want it? We have to tell them that. We want industry-leading health care. We deserve it. We don't want to have to go out of pocket and spend all our money on health care so we can make ourselves healthy to go to work. That should be their responsibility to provide health care. We want retirement security. We're going to spend our lives working for this corporation to make them rich. They need to understand that they need to take care of us after we have taken care of them. We want working conditions that we can live with. We don't want to have to work excessive overtime, unnecessary overtime, because they're understaffed. They need to sit down and negotiate those conditions with you guys to make sure that we can get what we want. Now, I can tell you from the international perspective that we don't lose fights. We are going to win this fight. The only way we're going to win this fight, though, is by everybody going down the same road. Excuse me. It's very important that we all work together to accomplish what we need to do. One of the things we do at the International is we're going to give Corewell a deadline. And they are going to have to meet that deadline. We're going to give them plenty of time to sit down and negotiate a contract and negotiate it in good faith and reach a settlement that you deserve. But if they don't do it, fuck around and find out what we'll do to you. I've got almost $400 million in a strike fund. I want them to know that. I want them to know that we will spend every dime of that money taking care of you until they give you what you want. Till they give you what they deserve. Because it's the right thing to do. We have to take care of the people that are taking care of them. Now, you know, we do this a lot. We have a lot of contracts. Our biggest employers, UPS. We have 340,000 members at UPS. We just negotiated in 2023 a contract that was $30 billion. If Corewell doesn't understand that we can deal with big employers and get what we need from big employers, they need to look at the UPS contract and every other contract that we negotiate. We don't give up. We are going to negotiate the best contract, and we want them to know that. When you go back to work, you tell them about this little rally. You tell them you met the guy that's got $400 million to spend to make sure that you get a decent contract. I want them to know that, because that's what we tell every employer that we deal with. And most employers are fearful of that. They don't want their employees to be able to access good strike benefits and everything else to fight them. Some employers, not so much. We're going to find out which one this one is. We're going to find out if they're a good employer that wants to sit down and negotiate a fair contract for the people that work for them, or if they're a bad employer that wants to take on a fight. And that's what we're going to do. But I need to know everybody is with me, because I will tell you this. I am with you. The International is with you. The General President is with you. I need you to be with us. And together, we're going to get this thing done. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brother Zuckerman. All right. So, again, just so you all understand, I know it's new to being in the Teamsters Union. This is the General Secretary Treasurer. This is our checkbook. This is our financial support. So when you go against these white-collar crime syndicates that have millions to spend to try to break your organizing campaign, millions to spend to try to break a contract campaign, well, we got millions to spend to fight you back, and this is the brother right here who makes sure that happens. So again, thank you, Brother Zuckerman, for coming here. Thank you for the support of the International. And Corewell will know this. All right, so we have another special speaker today that wants to speak to our nurses, to the Teamsters, to let them know that Michigan is behind this fight, as well as the International. I'd like to introduce Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson.
Thank you, guys. Well, I am here today to make sure you know that I don't lose fights either, and I'm in this fight with every single one of you. I'm in this fight as the wife of a combat veteran who knows how important it is that we stand in solidarity with all who stand with us. I'm in this fight with you as the daughter of special education teachers who knows how important it is to ensure that every voice is heard in the workplace and beyond. And I'm here with you as a mom who knows as a parent and as a caregiver how critical it is that our nurses are taken care of just as well as you take care of every single one of us when we need you most. So I'm in this fight with you for all those things, and to tell you one more thing. Remember this, as we go through those fights together, the power of the people will always be greater than the people in power. Don't forget that, because when we fight, we win, and when we stick together, we win, and I will always stick with you. Thank you.
All right. We got a lot of special guests. Listen, I'm a union. I'm a chief negotiator. I never know. I'm now a rally coordinator. So bear with me here. Doing my best. All right. So listen, I have another special guest coming over. I think some of you have heard him before because I know that he's been supportive of this campaign from the beginning. I'd like to introduce a wonderful speaker, someone who it's hard to find with people with more energy than me, but I'm pretty sure I just found it. I'd like to introduce you to Sheriff Christopher Swanson.
Come on. Sit. And Mike doing a great job all the way from New York to Michigan. Thanks for Secretary of State Benson coming here showing loyalty and support. Hey, do you all remember in the 90s those WWJD bracelets? You know what they mean today? What would Jimmy do? I'm here to tell you that solidarity to me means loyalty. And when I became a licensed paramedic in 1992, I'm still a licensed medic, and the best worker I could ever work with in the post-hospital is the nurses that run ERs, trauma centers, ICUs, cardiac care centers. And during this fight, while your leadership, this dude's got $400 million to send a message. All you need to do is stay focused, stay the course, and remember, everybody in this crowd, when we were born, the first loving hands that ever brought us in was a nurse in the delivery room. So you support your nurses, I support the nurses, Teamsters all the way. You keep doing what you're doing because you deserve the pay to do it. Thank you so much.
God damn. All right, that's what energy is about. You know, listen, in the oath of office for the Teamsters, it talks about using all our energies and abilities to represent our members. And one thing I was born with was energy. But when you meet a man like that, and I'm pretty sure my hand's gonna need some ice, that's what I'm talking about. So to know we got people like that behind us, we got state legislators, we got council members, we got Secretary of States, we got sheriffs. You know, who's the only people not on our side? We know who they are, and we know why. If you looked at their email yesterday for their new website, they talked about, oh, we're going to bargain in good faith to give a fair package, to give this, give that. Well, why did it take them being forced to a table to give it? That's my question. But the fact is this, I'm going to hold them accountable to that. I'm going to hold them accountable to do what they said on their website, their labor update. And when they're not doing it, and trust me when I tell you, they're not going to do it until they're forced to do it. And this is going to be a fight. I want you to understand something. I do have a lot of experience. We do have IBT leadership. We have people from around the state, around the country. But I'm telling you that they need to know that Local 2024 will demand a contract. Let me say one thing before I call up some of our nurses. So if my Local 2024 nurses, Dave and Dave as well, if you could make your way to this, let me say something. Let me tell you a quick story. So in addition to my job, I'm also the proud director of the Teamsters Rail Conference. Now, if you all didn't know this, Teamsters have 80,000 rail workers throughout this country. We represent 51% of the rail are run by Teamsters. And in New Jersey, only a few weeks ago, New Jersey Transit had a strike in my backyard, locomotive engineers. And on the back of their shirt said, trains don't run without the locomotive engineers. And my first thought, because I got nurse insanity these days, everything I look at is nurse related. My first thought is hospitals don't run without nurses. In the same way, and I'm not saying that as a line of shit, excuse me, kids. I'm telling you that because think about it. The engineers, the locomotive engineers are the engine of a locomotive. Without an engine, obviously it doesn't move. Think about what you do all day. Think about, we know the doctors might get credit for this and that, but think about the power you all have and who is the real engine? Who could shut down this place with a, we can, that's who can. Remember that. You heard what he said, that your job, you sacrifice yourselves for your patients. It's something that I've learned to love about over the last several months. I've learned so much more appreciation. I'm going to keep learning about what you all do. Before I met you all, I just knew of nurses helping me deliver my twin boys. I know of nurses when my kids break a bone every other, seems like, day. I know, but I didn't know what you all go through. In the back of my mind, it was unicorns and rainbows. That behind the scenes, great benefits, great pay. But now I know the truth. So I'm telling you from my heart, not just from my authority, that you are going to get, but the only way we do that is to remind these people, we are the engine of Corewell. We are the engine. You don't run without the nurses. They're going to know that from now until our deadline in December. Give us a contract. Give us a contract or fuck around and find out. All right. I got to bring down the blood pressure for a second. So I'm going to bring up let me tell you, not only nurses, and I'm not saying this because they're standing next to me, but when I saw Dave and Dave all over the news, all over the Facebook pages, the TikTok and whatever those things are, I just watch these videos, right? I'm learning, everybody. You know I'm trying. I was on WhatsApp last week. Big step for me. I conquered WhatsApp. I don't know if I wanted to, but I'm on it. It's a lot. So there's two brothers I met when I got here. Actually, I met him in D.C., but I didn't get to talk to him until I got here. Dave Hughes and Dave Tragona. I know you all. And it should be that reaction because I've worked throughout the nation, from New York to California to Nova Scotia, Canada. I've been to all these locals. But it takes something special to be a union leader that doesn't punch the clock and go home. And you're surrounded by that in Michigan. But these two individuals, not only do I know, I'm from New York just like you can see right through that bullshit. These two individuals, though they're opposites, literally, when they work together and what they've done to get you to this point and how they support us now as representatives, proud representatives of the healthcare division of the IBT. I just want to tell you this, that they are something special. They're all going to be a big way that we get to this finish line. And it's my honor and privilege to call, I don't know which one I should call first, so if I do an arm wrestle, we all know who's going to win that. All right, it ain't arm wrestle. Dave Trigona, get up here.
Who are we? Who are we? Who are we? What do we want? Damn right. Well, who knew that we would be here today? You're damn right we did. This started almost 2 years ago, and it was the best 2 years of my life. You nurses make the world go around. You're resilient, you're tough, and you choose to lead with your heart. That's what the most important part is in healthcare. No matter how bad Corewell beats you up, no matter how bad priority healthcare is, no matter that you didn't get the general wage increase, that you didn't get the bonus or a match in the 403B, we'll get it at the table. And I want to say one more thing. I couldn't have done it without all of you. It wasn't me, it wasn't Trigona, it wasn't the Teamsters, the IBT, it was you all. So thank each and every one of you. I love all of you, and I couldn't have done it with my partner in crime right here. We got kicked out of multiple campuses. But we didn't let that turn us astray. We continued to fight alongside you all, tabling every day. You guys did an awesome job. I love all of you. Who are we?
Teamsters! Woo! Get on that mic.
Let's go, Trigona.
Hey, I'll lower this a little bit. Who remember?
I don't get to do that much.
Who remembers the movie Say Anything? Right there. That's what it's about. From day one, this has been nurses for nurses, no nurse left behind. And as we look through, we've had people from day one, and we've had people that have just engaged. It takes everybody. And that's the way you guys are going to win, is your unity. Your unity is your strength. And that's exactly what the theme of the day has been. As we go through this marathon, which is a marathon, we will stand as one unified front behind Sean O'Brien through the whole thing, through Mike Smith. We're one voice, one group, one entity, and that is our strength. So I'm not going to carry on a long time because I can't keep up with these guys. These guys are professional speakers. But all I wanted to say was that one little thing right there, because that's going to be day one. That's the number one priority when we hit the table Tuesday, right there. And everything else will fall into place. They'll be like puzzle pieces, Lego blocks. We'll start and we'll work our way up. Soon there'll be an end cap, and you guys have a contract.
Woo! Sisterhood alive!
All right. I don't get to do this much, so all right. That felt great. First time I ever had to do that. All right. So listen, that's humility. That's leadership. That's Dave and Dave. What I want to do now is hand over this microphone to really who should be speaking, our nurses. I want to thank those that are behind me that wanted to step up today to speak. This is not always an easy thing to do, especially because not only is it a mic and a bunch of people staring at you, but obviously what they're going to speak about comes from the heart because they are on the ground with you all. They all know on the front lines what you go through. So I'm going to have nurses come up, let them know who they are, what hospital they speak from, and say a few words. We're going to start from the right and work our way this way. Why don't you come up here, let them know who you are, where you're out of, and what your message is.
Good morning, Teamsters. My name's April, and I've worked at Oakwood, Beaumont, and now Corewell Dearborn for 21 years. When I started my career, we were community hospitals, places rooted in care and compassion. But over time, we merged into organizations increasingly focused on the bottom line, on profits over patients. For 19 of those years, I worked in a neonatal intensive care unit. This is my dream job. It's an absolute honor to care for our most vulnerable patients. I don't want to work anywhere else. I serve the same community that I live in, and I care for my neighbors. I know the grass isn't always greener on the other side. It's greener where you water it. But each shift is harder than the last. In a carefully orchestrated consolidation by administration, our burdens grow. while their pockets grow heavier. Last November, just before our vote, Lamont Yoder begged us to give Corewell one more chance. He asked us to vote no on joining the Teamsters, but he already knew that they had lost. That plea was Corewell's last-ditch effort, because as we nurses know, we know our value and our worth. With the latest merger came a new slogan, caring is at our core. But we will not tolerate being exploited any longer. Now is the time to stand strong, to hold the line, to fight back against Corewell withholding our annual raises that were given to nurses in Corewell West, but denied us on the East Side. While we advocate for our patients, we're left out of the rewarding excellence bonus, an appreciation payment of $250 given to the West Side nurses who are not yet represented by the Teamsters. Now in their latest act of retaliation, Corewell has stopped matching our 403 contributions, cutting off investments in our futures. After all we gave during a global pandemic, after we risked our lives every day we came to work, this is the thanks we get? We know our power is in our numbers. Florence Nightingale once said, the very first requirement in a hospital is that it should do the sick no harm. She also said how very little can be done under the spirit of fear. Well, we're not afraid anymore. Who are we?
Teamsters!
What do we want?
Contract!
Thank you.
Hello, Teamster brothers and sisters. Gosh, that feels good to say that. My name's Allison. I work on the cardiac progressive floor at Dearborn. And I want to thank you for showing up on this beautiful day in Southfield to stand with us as we fight against corporate greed that puts profits before people. This is nothing new. And in fact, I'd argue that despite being given that cute little Bluetooth speaker for Nurses Week, we're not that special. We are 10,000 of the millions of nurses in this country that is constantly being shit upon by greedy corporations. We are being attacked by our own employer, but these attacks only pour fuel on the fire that burns within us as pissed off, fed up, and overworked nurses. Corewell is one hell of a bully, but let me put it in terms we may better relate to. Corewell is the ultimate abusive, entitled, and untrustworthy patient we had ever had to deal with. I've got some bad news. They're also a frequent flyer with a taste for both drama and dry-ass turkey sandwiches. How would I describe our disruptive patient? They are disrespectful and have a blatant disregard for others. I have coworkers that can't afford their medications. We've got OG badass nurses that nursed both through the AIDS pandemic and a COVID pandemic that now are working well past the age of retirement because Corewell won't give them retirement contributions. I don't know how else to describe other than disrespect the withholding of a measly $250 bonus meant to reward hard work and excellence. Are we not hardworking? To reward hard work and excellence from the very employees that made it possible for Corewell to meet their financial goals. It's a spit in the face. Disruptive patients make unreasonable demands and refuse to cooperate. Sound familiar? Instead of demanding Delilah nonstop and cussing us out, we're at war with a corporation that demands we accept the peanuts they toss at us as compensation and the reluctance to cooperate with us as a unionized workforce. Luckily, we have all done our workday modules, and we know just how to handle this problematic patient. We got a consult for a specialist that knows how to put these patients in their place. Teamsters has entered the chat. Next, we'll set forth clear expectations and boundaries, which are communicated clearly and consistently. Let's get some shit in writing. And just in case our problem patient decides to throw that turkey sandwich back in our face yet again, and they will, we might have to call upon our own security forces. We are now a united team of nurses, stewards, trustees, business agents, lawyers, and over 1 million Teamsters nationwide that can back each other up.
That's right.
Now, I'm going to skip talking about one of those behavior contracts for this problematic patient, Corewell, and skip right to the AMA form. Here is your AMA form, Corewell. You can take your disrespect elsewhere. The only contract I'm here to talk about is our collective bargaining agreement, and we'll see you at the table.
Good morning. My name's Jenna. I currently work in case management at Royal Oak, but this story took place when I was working on a med-surg hospice unit. Overnight, a patient was admitted in handcuffs to our unit. She was confused and combative. When, whoop. Is that better?
Get a little closer. Yeah. There we go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Overnight, a patient was admitted in handcuffs to our unit. She was confused and combative. When I received a report the next morning, there were no adequate orders in place to keep her calm or ensure anyone's safety. I asked the attending physician if we could administer something to help de-escalate the situation. Unfortunately, she was not comfortable medicating the patient because she didn't have background on this patient. Eventually, for everyone's safety, including the patient, we had to place her in soft restraints. When I went back to check on her, I found that the sitter had released her without notifying anyone. The patient was behind the door, unbeknownst to me, as I attempted to open it. I attempted to walk into the room, and in the struggle, she slammed the door on my arm, hard, trapping it between the door and the door frame. Before I could react, she was already down the hallway, swinging the restraints like weapons, threatening both patients and staff. That happened on a Monday. I worked my next 2 shifts that week. I hadn't been removed by a doctor from work yet, and I could not get in to see an ortho in a few days. I showed up with an injured arm that I taped myself, and during one of those shifts, a different patient punched me. I tried to block it, but I still got hit. A week later, a doctor pulled me from work, and I was off for 3 months. My time off included 2 MRIs, an EMG, X-rays, 2 injections, and tons of physical therapy. Even after all that time, I was still not fully recovered. I was still in pain. That's when workers' comp dropped me. According to my doctors, the doctors that workers' comp had hired, I had reached what's called maximum medical improvement. This means, in their eyes, I was not going to get any better. My medical bills stopped being paid, and after those 12 weeks, I was told if I did not come back, my position could be posted. I was still in pain, I still had a lift restriction, but I came back anyway, because I could not afford to lose my job. Eventually, I made the decision to leave bedside nursing and move into case management. If better safety protocols and support had been in place, I may still be at bedside today. I loved to direct patient care, but I could not continue to risk my safety. I never asked for special treatment. I just wanted a chance to heal and return to the work that I cared about. Instead, I was punished for getting hurt. If it can happen to me, it can happen to any of us. And until that changes, until we change it, no nurse is truly safe.
Hi, I am Lori Greenlee. Actually, I go by Lori Chica Greenlee. I'm from a family of Italian immigrants. My family came over on Ellis Island, and they worked in the coal mines, they worked in the auto industry, skilled trades. I have firemen, policemen, you name it. We're all union. When I became a nurse in '94, I graduated at Wayne State University. I was the first one in my family to do that of 5 kids. My parents were so excited I was a nurse, and it was an honor. We are the heart of everything that we do at that hospital. I worked at St. John's for about 8 years. I came to Royal Oak Beaumont in 2000. It was actually pretty good, but then things started to change. I've been a nurse for 30 plus years. I have been through 9/11. I worked 9/11, I was in the OR, and the world was falling apart. And guess who stayed? Us nurses. They came to us and said, don't leave. We're expecting casualties. And unfortunately, we didn't get them from Selfridge, but we stayed. The next thing that happened a year and a half later is we had this big blackout. You remember that in Detroit and everywhere? Well, guess what? I had a newborn at home, but I was still working. I had to leave my baby home with my mother-in-law to take care of because I had to go to work because we stayed. We took care of the patients. We used flashlights. We had bottled water, fans. I mean, it was amazing. So you know what? We stayed. We take care of the patients. The third thing that happened was COVID. Boy, that rocked our world. I'm an L&D nurse. I became an ICU nurse. I became an ER nurse. I became the things I never wanted to be. I showed up every day. I took care of my patients. I cried in my car. You know what? They gave us dirty masks, gave us shitty stuff. And you know what? I'm tired of them. You know, they've nothing but abuse from this company lately. So when they say, oh, we care about you, they don't. Okay? So this is what Mike's been saying all along. I've been here for 2 years fighting, and I was a little afraid because guess what? They try to target you. They make you feel like you're a bad person. We're not bad people. We care. That's why we're still here. I'd like to say one thing. Mike keeps saying we need to put our oxygen masks on. They need to go on. We need to take care of ourselves because no one else is going to look out for us. We have to look out for ourselves, and the Teamsters are helping us along. So you know what? I love awards, but I don't want a daisy pin. I want a contract.
I see you, Ann. Thanks for coming. Oh my God, you beautiful people. My name is Catherine Wallace. I work at Troy. Welcome to this magical fucking event. Listen, in honor of privilege to stand with each and every one of you nurses. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for your support, and I love the Corewell Health East nurses. You are dedicated professionals, and you place service to others to the highest regard, even at great sacrifice to your own well-being. We are here today to tell Corewell that our patients deserve better, and so do we. We are here today to speak out for nurses. We are here today to speak out for our patients. We are here today to call out Corewell Health, and we are fighting against anti-union efforts. Do I need to be louder? Hey, Corewell likes to say we are here to make health better. We are here to say actions speak louder than words. Hey guys, does short staffing make life better? No. Yes. Does losing good nurses because you pay substandard wages make healthcare better? No. Does union busting make healthcare better? No. Damn right. We have come together as nurses and community leaders and elected public officials that came here today. And thank you for being here, Mr. Zuckerman. And Mike's brother, Mike Smith, we love you. Okay, let me get on. I'm going to repeat that. We have come together as nurses and community leaders and elected public officials to speak out and call out corporate greed. Corewell, your actions speak louder than your words. Corewell, you are doing harm to nurses, and Corewell, you are doing harm to patients and families. We are speaking out today, and we will speak out tomorrow and the day after that. We will speak out in our hospitals, and we will speak out at the bargaining table. And we will speak out as proud union Teamster nurses! We will speak out, and we will win what we deserve for our nurses and our patients, for our families and our communities. Together we make a difference. Together. Stand in strength, and together we will overcome. We made it this far with historic unionization win and we can make it to the end of this contract campaign if we hold the line together. Thank you. Good job.
Okay, I'll start with how the hell do you follow that? Here we go. Good morning, brothers and sisters. What a great day to be a Teamster, eh? My name is Jason Fratangelo. I've worked at a lot of places within Corewell, Oakwood, Beaumont, whatever you want to call it. It'd take too long to even go into, so I'll skip that. But I am a Corewell nurse, and more importantly, I'm a Teamster Corewell nurse, which is what matters now. Thank you. I'd like to start by thanking the IBT and General Secretary Treasurer Fred Zucker. We really appreciate you here, as well as our family and friends, local community leaders, and local unions, including police and fire. Your continued support is greatly appreciated. Without you guys, it's very difficult to be able to get this done. Corewell claims to love their nurses, right? And are shocked that we unionized. Sadly, their actions have betrayed their words. By their continued attacks on our annual raises, our market adjustments, our 403B retirement, holding that back from matching, as well as, let's see here, and bonuses. All because us nurses sought union representation and won. Their business model of profits over patients and shareholders over safety not only puts us nurses in harm's way, but the patients we care for and the communities we serve as well. We've had enough of the pizza party propaganda, haven't we? And the latest one, which I don't even know what to say on this one, but did any of you guys out there get a chance to line dance with Lamont? I really don't even know what to say about that one. But and for the record, I'm not against line dancing. My wife does it all the time at weddings. I just sit there and drink. But let's see. I lost my spot. I'm sorry. But if you have time to line dance, you obviously have time to bargain in good faith. That's the way I feel. Moving forward, we need to be unified in our resolve and have each other's backs. We are a family, a Teamster family, and that's the only way we're going to get this done. So, I'd like to close with the citing of a rally cry that's been synonymous with our ongoing efforts. And I know Trigona and Hughes are out, but I'm going to say it in their behalf because we've said this a lot, and it's been the theme for today. So, loud and proud so it shakes those windows. Who are we?
Teamsters!
What do we want?
Contract!
When do we want it?
Now!
Corewell, you've been put on notice. We'll see you at the table.
Hello, Teamsters Local 2024! My name is Sarah Johnson. I'm one of the nurses at Royal Oak, and I love you all. The Corewell nurses here standing before me today are some of the strongest people I know, the bravest people I know. We've been through it with Corewell. The union busting hasn't stopped just because we won that historic election. We won, but they are sore losers. The union busting has been despicable, and we are here standing strong, standing tall, standing united today, saying enough is enough. We'll see you at the negotiation table this Tuesday. Stay strong, Teamster nurses. Woo!
Hey there, my name's Debbie Miracle. I'm a nurse over at Farmington Hills, and I I just wanted to say to you, you know what? When we were doing our cards, we were getting ready to vote. Corewell thought for sure that we were going to vote no for the Teamsters. We were going to vote no to unionize, but we showed them that we weren't, that we rallied together, all 10,000 of us, to show them that we wanted this union. We are still moving forward, and we need to take that back to every campus.
Give a phone. Give a phone on you. Yeah, give it.
All right, we need to take that back to every campus to let them know that we are not done with this. They cannot step aside. We have to show Corewell we have the strength in our numbers. They will come to the table. They will bargain with us fairly, or we will show them what the Teamsters Local 2024 is going to do. So I know all of you here believe that, but you need to get back and tell that to your fellow nurses. We have got to stand together again and show Corewell we are not going to sit down. We are standing up and we are standing strong. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Sorry about it. It seems that the microphone has a better security than our hospitals because it's picking up on a phone, which again will be another part of this fight. Is also securing our hospitals in the way they should be. And the last thing we should worry about is them letting in people that could hurt us. I've learned so much from you nurses about the workplace violence that occurs with just trying to deal with a patient who doesn't want to be dealt with or family that comes with those patients. The least they could do is protect us from the people coming in that look to do us harm. So in addition to the contract, safety will be a priority from this day on with Local 2024. All right, I'm going to introduce two more representatives that would like to come and speak. But before I do, I want to thank, first off, the Chief of Police of Southfield. I don't know if you all know this, and I hope this doesn't make it on the news, but we may be trespassing. But that's okay. The instructions I got, as I see a security truck over there, what I was told was not to block the entrances of Corewell. They didn't say anything else, so we're not blocking that. So I'm happy to be trespassing with all of you. So with that, by the way, representatives, I'm kidding about trespassing. I would like to now introduce Michigan State Representative for Southfield, Jason Hoskins.
Woo! Good morning, everybody. Ooh, now, I want you all to look around now and see, like, this is what power looks like. This is what change looks like. And I want you to all think, every patient that you've cared for, every life you saved, every shift, every double shift you worked, you did it because you love this job. You did it because you care. But caring doesn't mean you deserve scraps. Caring doesn't mean you deserve to be disrespected. Caring doesn't mean you deserve to work in places that have lower wages and terrible working conditions. And here's the secret, everybody. Hospitals don't run without nurses. You are the heart of a hospital. And I don't have to explain to nurses what happens when you don't have a heart. So today we need to remind them that you deserve better wages. You deserve better working conditions. You deserve safe staffing. We need to remind them that we are going to hold the line, that we are going to stay united. Because when we fight together, we win. When we fight together, we win. Thank you all so much for coming out here. I appreciate you. I love you all.
All right. Before I introduce our next speaker, there's now someone else, a group that I have to acknowledge that was there when we were fighting for a contract. We were there for when they're fighting for a fair contract. I want to acknowledge our firefighters. I want to acknowledge those that run into burning buildings and those that save us in need. God bless you, firefighters. And I'll tell you from this day forward, your fight is our fight. All right, with that, because I know it's getting warm, I want to introduce Michigan State Senator Jeremy Moss.
It's a great day to be with organized nurses. So it is a fact. It is data. When you poll most Americans on what is the most trusted profession in America, the answer is nurses. Who do we trust? Nurses. Who do we trust? Nurses. On safe patient care, who do we trust? Nurses. On fair contracts, who do we trust? Nurses. On fair wages, who do we trust? Nurses. And who do most Americans trust? So I am with you in this fight. It is a great day to be together as a group, organizing together, going to the bargaining table, and making sure we're doing right by your profession and making sure we're doing right by the patients you all serve. So Godspeed, God bless, and I'm wishing you all the best at the bargaining table.
Thank you so much. All right. All right, everybody. So again, it's great to see we have some local media. I want you to know that you're going to be seeing this story not only on social media, on local media, you'll see it on national media. They are going to hear us. They're going to have frowns on their face on Tuesday. But like I said, cover your ears, earmuffs, fuck around, and find out, Corewell. All right. So I got to tell you again, this is a new thing for me, this rally prep, but I did say that we wanted to have it in about an hour, and I can't tell you, Teamsters, we're doing a great job. We're getting this hour in. I want to remind you all that don't know that we will be headed to a soccer game at 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. If you don't know anything about it, see someone, they'll let you know about it. I'm looking forward to supporting Detroit. So before we go, I hope I didn't forget anybody, and if I did, trust me, it's because this is my... Oh, Dave wants to mention something. I forgot about that.
Come on, Dave.
Hey, so where is the Troy Labor and Delivery crew?
Troy
Labor and Delivery. My first grandbaby is going to be delivered by you guys the second week of August. Woo! So there's going to be Teamster nurses bringing a new Teamster into the world. I just want to thank all the Troy people, all the labor and delivery people. And I might text you guys to say, give you a little heads up, look for that Paholski kid, okay? Thank you.
All right. Grandpa Dave. All right, so listen, I just want to end with this. Again, I wrote down some words so I wouldn't forget them, and I didn't have time to memorize them, but this was something I kind of paraphrased from someone who was a leader in our civil rights. But I believe and I know that Teamsters going back to the 60s were a big part of that. My local 810 was actually in D.C. during the Civil Rights March. So this is what I have to say. Our fight for our contract must be fought and won here and now. At this moment in time, we are the group and we are those Teamsters. The gains we make will be determined by our vigilance. So let us fight for the contract and the future Corewell nurses deserve. Let us stand together united as Teamsters, sisters and brothers, and show this hospital, the state of Michigan, and our country who we are and what we want. Listen, for those that don't know, I'm a God guy. I start my day every day talking to God, and I end my day with gratitude no matter what happens in my day. When I woke up this morning, I thank God for another day. I didn't ask for the rain to stop because I don't control the weather. My God is not Santa Claus. I don't ask for wishes. But I ask him to watch over me, watch over those I love, and watch over those that service others. And as you can see, brothers and sisters, God is watching over us. God is watching over this campaign because it is a campaign of good overcoming evil. There's no doubt about that. So I want to, God bless you all for being here, and God bless this great union, and let's go! Local 2024! Anybody who didn't get a shirt or a sign or anything, please see us on the way out. I hope to see you at Wednesday's meeting. I need to drink some water and lay down for an hour. Love you all and good night. Good night.
Group shot right here.
Oh, one more thing. Shit, my phone. Hold on.